Alright, what was the Plainfield tornado like, and what kind of things did you see?
Well, I think to understand it a little bit, you have to go back to that day, and it was really hot. I mean, and we had a pool.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We had a pool it was a little bit bigger than yours at the time, and Jillian and Mallory and me and one of our neighbors from down the street, they had 3 girls too, and they came down to swim in the pool.
Oh my God.
And Mary at the time was in nursing school, so she wasn't home. But when she came home, it started the lightning and it was getting gray outside, so we were like, all right, everybody out of the pool, and everybody kind of went home. And right before then, I was outside putting my car in the garage because I had just washed and waxed it, so I wanted to put it away. So there was a huge, what they call a wall cloud, and through my training as a fireman, we do a little bit of weather spotting.
Yeah.
And I noticed that that's what it was. And I went back in the house and I told Mary, I said, hey, you got to look at this cloud. And she was like, no, I don't want to see it, I don't want to see it, or something, because she goes, it's so dark, because it really did get dark. And then within a couple minutes, I went to the back, to the kitchen, and we had a big sliding door, you know, and patio. And it was hailing, and it was big, you know, hail. Little interruption. Maisie. So, as soon as we stood there looking out the door, the girls came too because they were watching TV. Now Jillian, like I said, she was just going into 1st grade, and Mallory was probably 3, you know, 3 and a half, maybe 4 at the most, you know. And all of a sudden we just saw the debris flying from the, you know, from the sky, and the trees just started bending way over and everything. And I just said, it's a tornado. So I got the girls, and we didn't have a basement at that house. It was a crawl space.
Oh, wow.
But in order to get the crawl space, you have to get into a closet. You got to lift up the hatch, you know, and all that other stuff to get in. But there wasn't time. So I got the girls and Mary into the bathtub, and I went and got the mattress off of one of the beds. You know, I went off the girls' beds because it was smaller. And by the time I had got the mattress and kind of brought it into the bathroom, it was done. It was over. So I told Mary, I said, stay here with the girls in the basement. I said, I'm going to go take a look around in the other streets. So I went through her backyard, and she had bushes to where at a height and thickness you couldn't really see around them, so you didn't know what was going on. So when I went through there, it was almost like going into, like when Dorothy goes through the door through the Wizard of Oz where it's black and white and now it's green. It was like opposite. I went through the bushes and came through. There were no houses, no trees, nothing. I mean, it was like all gone. And the only thing that was left were like the slabs of the houses, and smoke detectors were beeping, and, you know, gas mains were hissing, you know, because all the gas mains were broke, and it was a mess. So I went back and I got Mary. I said, let's get some towels and whatever we can get, blankets or whatever, and we'll start, you know, going house to house and what's left of these houses and see if we can find people. You know? So while I was out, I found a Naperville fireman who lived in my subdivision too. And he said that there was a command center set up at Grand Prairie School. So I told Mary, I said, well, I'm going to go back to Grand Prairie and, you know, see what I can do, see if I can help. Well, when I went down there, there was one police officer, one county policeman was there. And I came up, I introduced myself, I told him I was a firefighter paramedic. I said, who's your medical control? And he said, you are. So I said, okay.
Oh my.
So we set up a medical thing. We didn't have anything. He had like a little, you know, first aid kit. He didn't really have anything. So about an hour or so later into the call, an ambulance from Montgomery, Illinois came, and we took that as our command unit, you know, for medical stuff, and we used all their stuff out of the ambulances.
That's a trailer. That's what we're looking at now. You can see the wheels on it? That's about it. This is somebody's aluminum boat. It's wrapped around a tree. Naturally, there's a vacant lot behind it now. That's what's left. Partially brick house right across the street. This is right across the street. This is unbelievable. This is what's left of the house. God almighty. Look, you can see the inside. Closet, how close it are. And that's where the rest of the house used to be, to the right of the flag. We have to take a look.